Good morning, everybody. So, today I will talk about tonsils and acute tonsillitis and tonsillectomy operation. So, in this lecture, I will talk about the anatomy of the tonsils. So, tonsil is actually located between the anterior and the posterior pillar in the lateral wall of the oropharynx. So, anterior pillar there is. So, if we examine the oropharynx, there will be a tongue, and this is the tongue. Now here is the uvula. Now this one is palatoglossal arch because it is towards the glossus, that means towards the tongue, and there is palatopharyngeal arch. So palatoglossal arch and palatopharyngeal arch in both sides because that is towards the pharynx. In between the palatoglossal arch, that is the anterior pillar, and the palatopharyngeal arch, that is the posterior pillar, there is a tonsil in the tonsillar fossa on the lateral side of the oropharynx. This is the hard soft palate. Okay, so this is the tonsil. These are the known as palatine tonsil. In relation to the palate, so it is known as palatine tonsil. There are other tonsil also. There is lingual tonsil in relation to the lingual, that means in the tongue. There are tubular tonsil in relation to the eustachian tube. There are adenoid tonsils. So this is the palatine tonsil. Okay, here I will talk about the palatine tonsil only. So it is between the anterior and the posterior pillar in the lateral wall of the oropharynx. It is mainly composed of B lymphocyte containing lymphoid tissue. So at the birth and the puberty, it attains the maximum size and atrophy and regresses after. It is mainly derived from second pharyngeal pouch. Histologically, it is a non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium tissue, especially the medial wall. So tonsil has a medial surface, there is the lateral surface, there is the upper pole, there is a lower pole. There is a upper pole, lower pole, lateral surface and medial surface. Now coming to medial surface. In the medial surface, we can see that there are dips. There are dips of the mucous membrane, and these dips forms the crypt. There are 12 to 15 crypts on the medial surface of the tonsil, which are situated very large and deep. The large and deep crypts are known as crypta magna. So these intertonsillar clefts are known as crypta magna. What is crypta magna? It is nothing but the remnant of the ventral portion of the second pharyngeal pouch. It is a remnant of the ventral portion of second pharyngeal pouch. Now the tonsil is entirely covered by the capsule, which is a derivative from pharyngobasilar fascia. On the lateral surface, there is a well-defined fibrous capsule. And between the capsule there is a tonsillar bed. So if this is the capsule, this is the tonsillar bed. So the upper pole of the tonsil, now I will come the tonsillar bed later. Now coming to the upper pole of the tonsil, extends to the soft palate. So upper pole of the tonsil is towards the soft palate, and the lower pole of the tonsil and the upper pole of the tonsil, there is a mucosal seminular fold of the upper pole of the tonsil, which is known as plica seminularis, and in the lower pole of the tonsil there is a mucosal triangular fold, which is known as plica triangularis. And also the tonsil is separated from the tongue by a sulcus known as tonsillolingual sulcus. So tonsillolingual sulcus separates the tonsil from the tongue. So This is all about the upper pole and the lower pole. Now coming to the tonsillar bed. So as we move laterally, there is capsule. Okay, in between the capsule and there is a pharyngobasilar fascia, which is a derivative of this capsule, which derives this capsule, which forms this capsule. So in between the pharyngobasilar fascia and the capsule, there is a tonsillar venous bed with loose areolar tissue. This is the paratonsillar vein, which is a lesser palatine branch, lesser palatine venous branch. So sorry, this is the paratonsillar vein. So the nerve supply, there is a nerve of the tonsil, that is the lesser palatine branch of maxillary nerve and the glossopharyngeal nerve. So lesser palatine branch of the maxillary nerve and the glossopharyngeal nerve supplies the tonsil. Now glossopharyngeal nerve is situated in between the superior and middle constrictor muscle. So these are the circular muscle. So superior constrictor muscle is lateral to the pharyngobasilar fascia. So it is located in between the pharyngobasilar fascia medially and buccopharyngeal fascia laterally. Now beyond the buccopharyngeal fascia laterally there is a medial pterygoid muscle, then angle of mandible, then the masseter muscle, and in below there is a submandibular gland. So there is a blood supply. This is the facial artery which gives a tonsillar branch. This is the ascending pharyngeal artery which also gives the tonsil blood supply, arterial supply to the tonsil. There is a lingual artery which directly supplies the tonsil, and the descending palatine artery, which is a branch of the maxillary artery, that also gives the branch of the tonsil. So these all artery supplies to the tonsil, and this is the tonsillar bed. From lateral to medial there is a capsule, there is a paratonsillar vein with loose areolar tissues, there is a pharyngobasilar fascia, superior constrictor muscle, glossopharyngeal nerve, buccopharyngeal fascia, then the medial pterygoid, angle of mandible, then the masseter muscle. Now the lymphatic drainage is upper deep cervical group of lymph node, that is the jugulodigastric group of lymph node. So this is all about the anatomy of the tonsil. In the next lecture I will talk about the acute tonsillitis